Hello, my Zentangle friends. This is Barbara Langston, CZT, Certified Zentangle Teacher, and welcome to Inktober Tangles for 2023. Before I forget, if you happen to post your tiles to social media, please tag me with @BBL_Tangles. These are other ways that you can get in touch with me. And welcome to day 13 of the Inktober Tangles. If you have not watched the introductory videos, then please do, so you know how I've set this up with the W2 string and how I plan to put this all together at the end. Icanthis is a pattern by Zentangle Incorporated, and it's not one that I do very often, but I must say that on this one that I did for practice, I put the step outs right next to my paper and did exactly what was in the step outs, and I think that this is the best that mine has ever looked. And I did it a couple of times and got it to look good. So as with anything, it just takes practice, okay? And I have practiced all of the patterns for Inktober to find, for me, the easiest way to do it and to help you learn how to do them also. I will be using a Micron 01, a graphite pencil, and a blending stump. Use whatever materials you have. You don't have to have exactly what I have here on hand. Excuse me. So Icanthis, like I said, is a beautiful pattern. I believe that is an actual plant. And I'm going to show you how I do it. I hope that I can make it look good again. Let me zoom in. Ooh, a little bit too much. Okay, I think I'll do Icanthis on this green part. And we're just going to start with a wavy line. Okay, and then we're going to put a few little branches coming off of that. Okay, and then the next step, and you can see in this that you can do like a pointed tip. You can do a little rounded tip. Okay, I tend to like this one. So first thing we're going to do is at the end of each of these little stems, we're going to put our little cap. Okay, I'm going to do all of them on this side first. Doesn't need to be very big. And I'm going to put it on this side. I'm not sure that there are actually other ways to do this other than what we're doing right now. Okay, so next to where you have put your little caps, not touching, but just past it, we're going to put these little U's. Okay, I'm going to put one on each side. Same thing on this one. And this side. Okay, and we're just going to go down this stem and put these little U shapes. And in the next step, what Maria says is to act as if you had a lot of coffee, a lot of caffeine. And so you're a little bit jittery. And so we're just going to do these kind of jittery lines that connect these little U shapes. So I'm going to go down to that one. And then this one is going to connect with our cap. Okay? So we're going to start at the end of the little cap. Make our little jittery line. And you can also make these more smooth if you prefer. This one is going to connect all the way down here. So we're just going to make our little line come down here. Another jittery line on this side. Here. And then we're going to bring this one down to our stem. Okay? Now we're going to do the same thing on this side. And where we don't have a lot of room, you just put a little bit of a curve. Okay? Don't need much. I don't think I've actually seen an Icanthis leaf, so I'm not sure how they look. Okay, we're going to connect these two little U's. This one. I'm going to start on this little leaf. And then this one is going to connect with that one. So just be a little bit jittery. Same thing here. And then we'll meet down here at the bottom. Okay? Now the next thing that she does is where you put these little U's, we're going to put just a little bit of extra ink at the bottom of these. Just a little bit of weight. If you don't remember where your U shape was, just put a little bit of weight in there. Doesn't matter. And this one's kind of close, so I'll be careful not to go too deep into that. You can kind of tell where it was. Again, there is no right or wrong on these patterns. I have had a couple of these that kind of went wonky, but just practice and play with them, and it'll be fine. All right, so a little bit of weight at the bottom of those U's. The other thing that Maria likes to do is to put just a little C curve here, or I have seen some people make like a little V, and it looks like your leaf has folded over a little bit. So just at the top of these leaves, just a little bit of a C curve. You could also put it on the bottom. Just a slight curve. That one was small. Go. And one here. Okay, so like I said, it just gives the impression that the leaf has folded over a little. You don't have to put that on there if you don't want to. This is always your art and your decisions. And as far as shading, the most simple shading I've seen is to just put your graphite on one side of this main stem. Make sure you touch that line. Don't leave a space like that. Okay, see the white space there? Touch the line. And you can put a little bit, if you want, going out toward these other stems. And then we're just going to soften that. So with your blending stump, Just soften that. You can pull it up a little bit. And with what's on my blending stump, I'm just moving a little bit of graphite up these stems. And the other thing that I've done is, if you have done this little part that flips over, is maybe put a little bit of graphite there. Okay. It may not need to be blended, but I'm just going to push it in a little bit. All right. See, I knew I could do this. I can this. All right, let me back this out. So there we go. I did okay again. I do have some patterns that I'm not necessarily confident that I can make them look good. But I do promise, if you practice, that you'll get better. And it turned out pretty good. All right, thanks again for joining me. And I hope you'll come back for day 14. Hit the like button, subscribe, tell your friends about it. And again, don't make this anything that stresses you. It's not a contest. You're not being graded. Just do one line at a time and practice putting some ink down on paper. Sorry, put ink to paper once a day. That's all Inktober is. All right, thanks again. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.